Welcome to Social Work Hub. In the short video I made a while ago, we condemned in strong terms the drug peddling and drug abuse going on in the Nigerian society. The social workers are the receiving end of these incidents of drug peddling and drug abuse. A lot of Nigerian youth are the mercy of this cartel that are peddling drug in the Nigerian society. A lot of our youth who should be engaged in meaningful works are at the rehabilitation home. Some are useless. Some can no longer think cognitively. And we here at Social Work Hub condemn in strong terms. And we are calling upon the necessary government agencies, the Nigerian drug law enforcement agencies, to investigate this issue and fish out anybody that is involved in drug peddling in Nigeria. And with respect to this particular case that is trending all over the social media in Nigeria. Now, I want to give you the detailed rundown of this incident. Now, a guy by the name Labi Kazim Michael, popularly known as Casey Luxury, was connected with a seizure of a cocaine that is 84 kilogram, which is worth $24.7 million. And in Nigerian naira, it is 39 billion naira. Now, it is said that this named guy is the arrowhead of this drug cartel in Nigeria, which was connected to South America, France, and Asia. Now, these people are the people that are putting pressure on our young people to be doing internet fraud. When these guys display their luxurious lifestyle, display their car, display the hundreds of millions of houses that they buy in Lagos, in Abuja, our young people are pressured into thinking that they can as well get these things. And many a time, they follow the illegal ways. Now, we'll look at the details of this developing story. We'll begin by who is Casey Luxury. Now, Casey Luxury is a popular name by a guy that goes by Afolabi Kazim Michael. He's a Lagos-based social media personality and a business man who became known for displaying an extremely affluent lifestyle. According to recent profile, he presented himself publicly as a businessman involved in gold, jewelry, luxury goods, and high-end fashion, while maintaining a substantial social media following. His Instagram following was close to 700,000 before the account was locked. So his social media account featured things like exotic and expensive cars, luxury watches and jewelries, designer clothing and accessories, international travels, private jets and yachts. So among the vehicles associated with him in the media report are as Ferrari Purosanguine, Lamborghini Urus, Range Rover Autobiography, Rolls-Royce Scepter, Tesla Cybertruck, Mercedes-Benz vehicles, as well as limited edition Mercedes Maybach vehicles associated with designers Virgil Abloh. His public persona was therefore largely built around wealth, luxury, and high-end living. So these are the things that the Nigerian youth are lusting after. So when these guys display this wealth on the social media internet, our Nigerian youth think that it is legit. And most of the time, they are forced into doing illegal things. I had a student who once committed suicide. Why did he commit suicide? The law enforcement agency seized everything that he had because he was found to be into internet fraud. So everything he had was seized by the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, a law enforcement agency in Nigeria that is saddled with responsibility to fish out and arrest people that are engaged in internet fraud and all kinds of financial fraud. So this guy, his properties were confiscated by the law enforcement agency. He was frustrated. He wanted to travel abroad. He had no money to travel abroad to the point that he poisoned himself with what they call sniper. He poisoned himself the first time. He didn't die. He was rushed to the hospital. And later on, he poisoned himself a second time and he died. I lost a student because of social media influence and peer pressure. People displaying affluence on the internet that they didn't gain by genuine means. Back to our story. So, what did the NDA, Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, what did they seize? The NDLA says the cocaine was intercepted through a courier logistic company in Lagos. The agency described it as a largest cocaine seizure made through a courier company in its history. Now, the report estimated the value of the consignment to be about $27 million, with Nigerian media reports putting its estimate value as at approximately 39 billion. This is an enormous quantity. The significance of the case is therefore not simply that a socialite was arrested with drugs. Rather, the NDA says the investigation exposed a transactional trafficking network allegedly using Nigeria as a transit point. How did the investigation begin? According to NDLEA's account, investigators first intercepted the 184 kilogram cocaine consignment at a logistics carrier facility in Lagos. Rather than simply arresting the persons immediately associated with the consignment, the agency says it established a special investigation team to trace the people behind the consignment and determine the wider structure of the operation. The investigation allegedly led officers to KC Luxury. The NDA claims that the cocaine was part of a trafficking pipeline involving South America, Nigeria, United Kingdom, Europe, and Asia. The agency has described KC Luxury as an alleged Nigerian arrowhead of the network. That description is important. It is an alleged allegation by the law enforcement agency and should not be interpreted as a judicial finding of guilt. So these findings will be subjected to court cases and criminal investigation. So the person cannot be termed a criminal except he's found guilty in the law court. Now, how was this KC Luxury arrested? Now, this perhaps is the most dramatic part of the story. The NDA says that after intelligence indicated that KC Luxury intended to leave Nigeria, its operative moved to intercept him at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. It was reported that he was reportedly arrested on 13th August 2026 while preparing to board a business class flight to Paris, France. In other words, according to NDLE account, the sequence was roughly cocaine interception, investigation lodged, KC Luxury allegedly linked to the network, intelligence indicated he planned to leave Nigeria. NDLEA officers moved to the airport. He was arrested at the boarding area. The NDLA chairman, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Mawa, said the agency acted after receiving credible intelligence that he intended to leave the country. Now, while Casey Lodge was about to leave the country, what was found with him? Report based on the NDLA account says that officers recovered €7,750, $280,000, €7,750, $2,800, 100,000 naira, and expensive jewelries. This was what the things that were found on the KC Luxury, the drug baron who was about to flee from Nigeria. The agency reported considered the item relevant to its investigation into the suspected criminal enterprise. It's important, however, not to describe the money or jewelry as a definitely being process of crime unless it is subsequently established in the court. Okay, so we can conclude that the money, the jewelries that we got, that the NDLA caught on him during his effort to flee Nigeria, you can't say that those are the process of the crime until it is established by the law court. So, further development with this case will be related to you. Please subscribe to this channel, like, and drop any comments or questions you might have concerning this case. Thank you.